Hey there. It's right around 2:30 p.m. on Saturday, August 12th. I'm sitting here just doing a little bit of emailing and phone calling, putting in applications, and trying to apply for work-related gigs and projects using my brand new smartphone that I've only had for a month and a half now. So I bought it at the end of June. We're now middle of August. Yeah, just a month and a half. This phone has a different phone number than the one that I've had for the last 19 years, which I no longer use because it was hacked to the point where every single thing I did on it was interfered with, doxed to the people in my building who seem to know everything that I do and say in the privacy of this unit, and also when I'm on my phone having conversations or sending emails. And a lot of the emails that I was sending were being blocked or interfered with when it happened to be pertaining to this landlord and to the housing situation in which I currently am. I've lived here for 12 years. I've always been an out-of-pocket paying tenant. I've never been a Section 8 tenant. And the landlord, gets more money by renting to people who are Section 8 or who are psychotically criminal or mentally disturbed or homicidal or sex offenders. They just get a lot of money to rent to sex offenders, homicidal psychopaths, career criminals, violent thugs, disturbed drug users, etc. So they're trying to get me out. And I just changed my phone a month and a half ago because a lot of the communications I was engaging in with my other phone regarding this landlord were getting blocked, tampered with, interfered with, mysteriously deleted, on and on. And now the same thing is happening with this new phone. And that's not an accident. The landlord has bragged to me multiple times over the last 8.5 years that the psychopath / cyber criminal / sex offender / career criminal named J.Irrizary, who they've been housing directly behind this wall in Unit 78, is a talented cyber criminal. And over the last hour, I've been putting in some applications to websites where I have to either use a password or create a password. I'm sitting here on my bed. There's nothing in this area around my bed that could possibly be electronically zapping me. I've made multiple videos about this recently. There's nothing. There's no electric equipment. I have one plug that uses the air conditioner's plug, and that's it. So I've been sitting here quietly minding my own business. There has been no zapping throughout the morning. I had tea, breakfast, sitting here for about an hour. Everything was fine until I started accessing job application websites where I had to enter or create a password. And as soon as I started doing that on 5 different websites, the psychopath / cyber criminal / psychotic hate stalker / malignant sex offender named J.Irrizary, who likes to sit behind the wall of this kitchen sink, which is the bathroom of her former unit, where she sat for 8.5 years, psychotically eavesdropping, perving, and creeping all over everything I did, continues to sit behind that wall when the maintenance manager who is staying there is not actually there. And what she likes to do is smoke a very unique combination of nauseating cigar smoke / marijuana smoke / burning rubber smoke, and blow it into this area while she sits behind there, engaging in other types of criminal activities, such as hacking into my phone and using some type of remote capacity electronic assault device, like a remote controlled stun gun device, to zap me while I'm sitting in this unit. I most often get zapped when I'm sitting on or lying on this bed. And the zapping is not automatic if I sit and lie on the bed. It's if I'm lying on the bed and sit and doing certain activities that she has either already messed with or is in the process of messing with. So to prove my point, I was trying to enter passwords into several different job application websites over the last 30 minutes. Each time I put in the password, she would suddenly electronically zap me as if I was sticking my finger in an electric socket. The zapping would only happen when I was either creating the password or entering the password into the website. This is not an accident. There's nothing wrong with my phone. My phone isn't, electronically shocking me when I do certain things on it, but not others. It's the psychotic cyber criminal / psychopath hate stalker named J.Irrizary, who's sitting behind this wall right now. And literally tracking every move I make when I'm sitting on this bed right now with my phone. She's a hacker. She can see everything I do on this device, even though it's a brand new device. And she actively tries to interfere with everything that I do on this phone that pertains to a current legal case with my landlord, or to applying for jobs and or income, various forms of income. She blocks those applications, and she has been systemically doing that over the last 10 days or so. I haven't left this unit much in the last week. I was really out a lot the week before that. I was out like 4 out of 6 days last week, and was conducting all of my business applications outside of this building. So most of them actually went through because I was not physically in this building. I was at various locations, libraries, office centers, even cafes where she does not have access to what I do on this phone, because I don't know how hacking works, but I think you have to be within some kind of a Wi-Fi connection distance of the device that you're hacking into. I'm not sure. All I know is that last week, when I was out almost every day of the week and conducting business at cafes and libraries and office centers, my electronic communications about the landlord and the legal case, went through. None of the emails were blocked or interfered with in any way. But when I've been sitting here on this bed trying to do the same type of communications regarding the landlord and the case against the landlord, they're constantly blocked by somebody who is in this building actively trying to interfere with my electronic communications. That person is J.Irrizary. She has been doing this for many years, and the landlord has bragged to me that she is a talented hacker and can, quote, get into anything, and, quote, can take care of anything, and, quote, is really good at what she does, and what she does is hack into things. So just now, again, while I was trying to create passwords or enter passwords to various job application websites, she suddenly started using an electronic assault device to remotely electrocute me. I mean, this is, not science fiction. There are devices that do that. Mankind has a technology to put rovers on Mars and to control the rover from Earth. We certainly have the technology to have remote controlled stun guns. People who don't think this is possible are so beyond stupid, they should just drown themselves. I mean, that's pathetic. It's simple technology, actually. So anyway, she's using a remote controlled stun gun to zap me on purpose when I am using something or doing something that she has already interfered with in some way. That is her signature. That's her criminal signature right there, is to zap people when they are using something or trying to do something that she has already screwed with. She's basically a psychotic attack dog and just goes after whoever and whatever is in front of her nonstop, like an attack dog with rabies. She just doesn't stop. And she uses multiple criminal approaches to harass and harm people, because apparently she has the ability to do many criminal things, like using surveillance devices in people's bathrooms and live streaming their personal activities to a number of cell phones in the immediate area in this building, like hacking into people's cell phones, like hacking into air conditioners, like hacking into heating systems, like hacking into any kind of electronic device within her range of, whatever she can reach. She also is able to mess with plumbing using saddle valves. It's a simple technology. She accesses pipes to the intake, the intake pipes to people's taps, and then she places a saddle valve on them. I'm not saying that she does this all the time. She certainly did it to my sink about 5 years ago. There was a lot of construction going on directly against the wall behind my sink, and this went on for 2 hours. The building manager did not know about it. Maintenance did not know about it. They were not part of it, but she was doing it. And then I started getting sick from drinking the water from that tap, when for the 8 years before that, drinking the water from that tap never made me sick. She's also very good at picking locks and breaking and entering into locked spaces. She does this physically with doors and locks, but she also does this electronically with phones and laptops and other types of electronics. And then she uses some type of electronic assault device that has a remote capacity to zap people without touching them. So she's been doing this just now multiple times while I was creating passwords or using passwords to access job application websites. And that zapping only happened when I was entering the password or creating the password. She wants me to know that she knows what password I'm entering, that she has access to that information, and that she is fucking with it. And the case in point is that all of the applications that I've put in over the last 10 days while sitting in this unit, none of them have been actually submitted. I keep getting error messages. I keep getting messages that the application is blocked, that the website no longer exists, that, there's always some kind of malfunction when I'm applying for jobs or other income opportunities when I'm sitting in this space. Because again, she has access to what I do electronically when I'm in this building. But when I leave the building and go to like a library 8 miles away, I don't think she has access to what I do when I'm in a library 8 miles away. And it doesn't happen when I'm away from this building. It happens when I'm in this building. It's extremely location specific. The zapping, the electronic zapping that she uses and that she does when I do certain things on my phone, but not others, when I do certain things when lying on this bed, but not others, only happens in this living space and in this building. It doesn't happen outside of the building. So that needs to be noted. And again, every time I create a password or enter a password for a job search website over the last 35 minutes, she has repeatedly zapped me to let me know that she has knowledge of what I'm doing at that moment and that she is fucking with it. That's a psychopath. That's how you know you're dealing with someone who is severely disturbed, extremely malignant, and that should literally be put away and not be out in society, doing this to people who are just minding their own business and who are law-abiding citizens and really don't want to have anything to do with a piece of shit like her.